I exposed my husband's $180,000 cheating scam in front of our entire Los Angeles community, and watching his face collapse when the police walked in. That was the moment I finally breathed again. My name is Ariana, and until last year, I believed I had the perfect life in Los Angeles. I was married to a man I thought loved me, Ethan Carter, a real estate consultant who made good money and always kept himself polished, confident, and charming. To everyone, we were the power couple who had it all. A beautiful condo in downtown LA, 2 cars, stable jobs, plans to start a family. But behind all of that, I carried a fear I couldn't explain. Ethan had become distant, not angry, not cold, just absent. But I kept telling myself, maybe it's just stress, maybe I'm overthinking. I worked as an accountant at a mid-size firm, and financially, we were comfortable. Or so I believed. Everything changed the day I saw a bank notification for a $12,000 withdrawal from our joint account, an account only I normally used for bills. The note said, "For investment opportunity, EC." I stared at it for almost a full minute. I had no idea what investment he was talking about. That night, I asked him casually, "Hey, did you withdraw $12,000 today?" He didn't blink. He didn't hesitate. He just said, "Babe, business stuff. I'll handle it." Something in me snapped. It wasn't the words, it was the tone. Dismissive. As if I was annoying him. Days passed, and Ethan grew more secretive. He guarded his phone. He took client calls late at night. He showered immediately when he came home, something he never used to do. Then came the moment that shattered everything. One night, he left his laptop open when he rushed out for a meeting. A message popped up. I booked the room for next Friday. Same place. And yes, I told her the money was for business. My heart dropped. I wasn't sure what hit harder, the cheating or the fact he was using our money to fund it. When I opened the email thread, my entire world collapsed. Hotel receipts, gift orders, transfers, even an application for a new apartment lease under his name and someone else's. The total amount, $180,000. My legs gave out. I slid onto the floor, shaking, staring at the screen. I called his phone over and over. No answer. At 1:17 a.m., he finally texted, "Stop blowing up my phone. I'll be home late." That was the moment I broke down completely. Sitting on the cold hardwood floor, knees pressed to my chest, crying so hard my chest hurt. I whispered, "Why? Why wasn't I enough?" But soon, my tears turned into something else. Something colder. Stronger. I wasn't going to collapse. I was going to rise. I spent the next week gathering everything. Bank statements, receipts, hotel bookings, screenshots, emails, his business records. My accountant brain switched into survival mode. Then I discovered the biggest betrayal of all. He had secretly drained the savings account my parents had helped us build. When I confronted him, he smirked. "Ariana, calm down. It's not a big deal. I'll put it back." He walked away while I was still speaking. That night, while he slept, I stared at him and thought, "You really think I'm weak? You really think I won't fight back?" And so, I crafted a plan so precise, even he wouldn't see it coming. Step 1. I contacted a lawyer, a fierce, sharp woman named Olivia, and gave her every piece of evidence. Step 2. I gathered financial fraud documents proving he forged my signature. Step 3. I discovered he used business funds illegally and filed a quiet report with the IRS. Step 4. I found out the woman he was cheating with, Melanie, was a co-worker at his firm. And then, I orchestrated the biggest blow of all. His company was hosting a community real estate gala. Over 300 people, media coverage, sponsors, investors, city officials. A perfect stage. A perfect audience. A perfect trap. On the night of the gala, I walked in wearing a black dress Ethan bought me the month he started cheating. a poetic costume for my theater of justice. He looked shocked to see me there. "What are you doing here?" he hissed. I smiled sweetly. "Supporting my husband." Minutes later, the event opened with a charity presentation, spotlight bright on the stage. This was the thumbnail moment. Ethan on stage, me walking up slowly, the entire room watching his expression locking in panic. I took the microphone. "My name is Ariana Carter. And before you continue tonight, you all deserve to know who you're dealing with." The room went dead silent. Then, on the big screen behind me, I displayed the hotel receipts of the fake apartment lease, the $180,000 drained from our accounts, the forged signatures, the messages to his mistress. Gasps erupted. Phones lifted. People recorded everything. Ethan sprinted toward me, whisper shouting, "Turn it off. What are you doing?" And then, just as planned, two federal agents walked into the hall. One stepped forward and said, "Ethan Carter, you're under investigation for financial fraud and misuse of business funds. Please come with us." His face. I will never forget it. The perfect mixture of shock, humiliation, and fear. Melanie, his mistress, ran out crying. The room buzzed with whispers, judgment, and disbelief. And I stood there, finally able to breathe. Ethan faced charges for fraud and theft. His company fired him. Our divorce was finalized with the court awarding me half his remaining assets, a $90,000 restitution, full rights to our condo. And the best part, Melanie dumped him 2 weeks later. My parents moved in temporarily, helping me rebuild. For months, I struggled with shame, sadness, anger, disappointment. One night, I stood on my balcony overlooking the Los Angeles skyline. For the first time, I didn't think about him. I thought about myself. What I survived. What I rebuilt. Who I became. Revenge didn't heal me. But justice set me free. And if there's one thing I learned, it's this. When someone shows you their loyalty is cheap, make sure your silence is expensive. I didn't destroy Ethan. He destroyed himself. I just turned the lights on so everyone could watch. In the weeks after the gala, my life felt strangely quiet. Not peaceful, just quiet, like the world was giving me space to process the storm I had survived. People in the community kept reaching out. Some offered support, others shared their own painful stories. I never realized how many women silently suffer through betrayal, pretending everything is fine just to keep a family together. And for a long time, I wondered if I should feel embarrassed that my marriage ended so publicly. But then something shifted. One morning, I walked past the mirror on my way to work and stopped. For the first time in months, I saw myself clearly. Not a victim. Not a broken woman. Just me. A woman who endured something heavy and still managed to stand tall. I started therapy. I joined a women's financial empowerment group. I reconnected with friends I had distanced myself from because of Ethan's controlling behavior. Piece by piece, I rebuilt the parts of my life he tried to dim. The condo that once felt like a battlefield slowly transformed into a home again. Fresh paint, new furniture, plants, warm lamps. Everything felt like a new chapter written by my own hands, not overshadowed by lies. Healing didn't come all at once. Some nights I still cried. Some days I still questioned why he chose betrayal over honesty. But with every new day, I grew stronger, clearer, and more thankful that the truth came out when it did. Because losing him was never the tragedy. Losing myself would have been. And I refused to let that happen.
If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to Revenge Uncut and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support means everything.